Hey everyone, Angela Langlotz, trademark and business law attorney here. Hoping that you can all hear me okay. I guess, yep, I think the sound is working. Cool. So I hope everyone had a great week. It's Friday, and today I'm going to talk part 2 about why you need to register your trademark. So yesterday I discussed part 1. 3 reasons why you need to register your trademarks, why that's a good idea, and here are 3 more. So, number 4, this is reason number 4 out of the 6. When you apply to register a trademark, the trademark examiner will refuse to register confusingly similar marks. In essence, the trademark examiner looks at the record, looks at your application, or looks at the application, and says, is there anything on the record here that is confusingly similar to this mark that someone is applying for? And if it is, they will refuse to register that mark. They will refuse the application and give a refusal saying that it's confusingly similar. So in essence, the trademark examiner kind of acts like a watchdog for you when you have a registered trademark. If you don't bother to register your mark, the trademark examiner is not going to know about your mark because they don't go out into the rest of the world and look on the internet or in any other registries to see if your mark is being used. They just say, oh, well, it's not in the trademark database, so I'm going to issue this mark. And what can happen is that your competitor can actually get a registration for a mark that's confusingly similar to yours, and then you are in the very uncomfortable position of having to say, wait, we were using that first. And you know what your competitor is going to say? Tough. We have the registration. Sue us. Or you can oppose our mark. And that's a lot more expensive. I have to say, it's a lot more expensive to sue them or to oppose their application than it is to just file your own registration in the first place. So if you really have brands that you care about, then you really should register them. If you don't care about them and don't care that you might have to change them later, then don't register them. So that's pretty straightforward. That's what I tell my clients. They say, should I register? I say, well, if it would bother you if somebody else started using your mark on similar goods, then you should register it. If not, not. That's the calculus. Number 5 is kind of a corollary to the first, and it's intimidation value, right? So when you have a registration, you get to send a cease and desist letter to an infringer and say, hey, I own trademark registration number 183565, and you're infringing my trademark. Stop now, or I'm going to sue you in federal court for trademark infringement. If you don't have a registration, all you can do is say, hey, I was using that first. It's not a very strong position from a litigation perspective, and it doesn't carry much weight. They're going to say, yeah, so what? Sue me, make me stop. Prove that you were using it first. Prove that you've been using it properly. Prove that you've been using it on those goods. Prove that you've been using it constantly. So you've got a lot of stuff to prove, and when you have to prove things, that's expensive, right? It's a lot more expensive to prove all of that than it is to file a trademark application. The other thing that you get, so here's number 6, you get to sue in court, federal court, for damages. When you don't have a registration, you're going to have to sue for trademark infringement in every state where your trademark is being infringed. That's a big pain in the butt, right? And you can also sue for treble damages. That's triple. We call it treble damages and attorney's fees, right? And that can really add up. And you may also get other damages for, willful infringement. There's just a lot. You have a lot better position with a registered trademark. Vanessa, thank you for your questions, and I will answer those in an upcoming live. I'm going to put them into my my list of questions to answer, and so look for those answers next week. I've got a couple of other questions in the queue before yours, but I'll be happy to answer that. So let me know if you have trademark questions. Put them in the comments, and I will see everyone next week. I'm doing this live a little bit early now because I'm traveling. I'm in New York City. So anyway, everyone have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week.